Hey everyone, Nurse Rose again, your diabetes educator. And this week I thought I would pose a question, okay? The reason why I'm posing this question is because I'm noticing in my practice that a lot of patients do not understand the disease process of diabetes or what is happening in their bodies. So my question is, what is diabetes, okay? And I'm specifically asking this question to those of you who have been diagnosed with diabetes or have been living with it for some time, okay? So pause the video and see if you can answer the questions yourself, and then come back to the video and see if you got it right. So what is diabetes? Let's talk about it. So have you ever heard people say that I have the sugar, or diabetes is the sugar? Well, they're kind of right about that. So what's happening with diabetes is there's a buildup of too much glucose in the body, okay? So where are we getting this glucose from? Well, when we eat carbohydrates, our bodies break down the carbs and turn it into glucose. Now, carbs are not bad. That's our source of energy. We need glucose to survive. But what happens when we have too much of that glucose in our bloodstream? We have diabetes, okay? So what is the answer, or what is the key to get that sugar out of our bloodstream and into our cells for energy where it's supposed to be? Insulin, okay? So we know in type 1 diabetes, these people make no insulin. And in type 2 diabetes, they may be making insulin, but their bodies are resistant to it. Or they're making insulin, but just not enough to get all of that sugar out of the bloodstream and into the cells, okay? So remember, insulin is the key that unlocks the cells to get the glucose into the cells to be used for energy. So when we're not making the insulin, or not making enough insulin, the sugar stays in the bloodstream, or the glucose, we call it glucose, it stays in the bloodstream, okay? So that's what diabetes is. Diabetes is a condition where there's a high amount of glucose in our bloodstream, okay? So easy to understand, right? So did you get the answer right? All right, I hope you did. And if you didn't, I'll be here and we'll be learning together, okay? So come back for more educational tips.